It is wedding season, and this next story may save you some unnecessary stress and tears on your wedding day. At least that's what some recent brides are hoping for. They told consumer investigator Jennifer Krause they want others to avoid what they say was a nightmare experience on what was supposed to be one of the happiest days of their life.
I was in tears. My sister was in tears.
It was not the way Angelica Schofield had wanted to start her wedding day. When she was planning her June 30th ceremony, she decided to hire Brittany Goodrich, a hair and makeup artist who advertises on bridal pages throughout Middle Tennessee.
She didn't show.
She didn't show up?
Nope.
Schofield says Goodrich confirmed the day before that she'd meet her bride and early the next morning to help Schofield and her sister get ready.
And 8 o'clock came and went, and she wouldn't answer no phone calls.
Schofield says they repeatedly and frantically tried to reach Goodrich, but never heard from her until long after the wedding was over, when her sister finally got a call that evening during the reception.
And she gave her this long story about how she was on the side of the road and, you know, her car had broke down.
It makes me very irate that anyone would willingly do that to another person.
Catherine Owen says Goodrich did the same thing to her 4 weeks earlier.
She blew me off.
Owen and her bridal party had paid Goodrich nearly $800 to do their hair and makeup. But on the big day,
we didn't hear from her until it was like 2:30, and she called me and said that her car broke down in Columbia and that she couldn't make it.
Owen says they offered to come get Goodrich or even send a lift for her.
And that's when she blocked my maid of honor and she blocked me.
Blocked their calls, texts, and even messages through social media. In all, we found at least half a dozen brides since April who say Goodrich ruined their big day by either failing to show up or showing up hours late. Incredibly, nearly all of the women got the car trouble story, or worse. At least 2 of the brides say Goodrich didn't show because she supposedly had been in a serious car wreck on the way to their weddings.
I'm hot just thinking about it. It was awful.
Catherine Owen discovered this picture on Facebook showing Goodrich attending the art crawl in downtown Nashville the night of her wedding.
Like, if you're going on a night out but you have car trouble, but you could still make it there, why couldn't you make it to an agreed upon place that we decided for in January?
Goodrich refused to do an interview, but when we asked her during a phone call why she'd failed to show up, she called it a misunderstanding, harassment, even discrimination. She told us she'd had a lot of car trouble, but insisted no serious wrecks. Yet check out this text she sent a bride the morning of her wedding, saying, "Me and my assistant just had a horrible accident on the way there. We are at the hospital right now." Goodrich also told us she had sent letters of apology to all the brides.
Has she apologized to you?
Not at all.
Schofield says she finally got her money back from Goodrich only after she did this interview with us, while others tell us they're still waiting for their refunds.
I want her to be stopped.
The brides say no one else should have a wedding day like theirs.
Nobody's wedding day should ever be like that. It was awful.
Jennifer Krause, News Channel 5 investigates.